Masking is the process of selecting a specific area where an effect will be applied and where it will not be applied. Masks are always black and white only. This means that 0 is black, where the effect is not applied, and 1 is white, where the effect is applied. For example, here we have some vegetation. Let's take this lush green vegetation and find a way to make it move around just a little bit more naturally. In other words, let's add some gentle grass, swaying effects to this specific patch of vegetation to enhance the overall realism. Now, when the grass starts to sway back and forth, we can clearly see that its very roots are moving along with the blades as well. But we don't want the roots to move. That's unnatural. We can effectively mask the lower part of the image so that it doesn't move at all, and only the upper part moves. It works just like this example. Masks are based, for example, on edges or where the object touches other objects. If this plane happens to come into direct contact with any other objects, the points of contact start to stand out. We can use this method to either accurately simulate this specific type of highlighting effect for a barrier, or for example, to create a realistic imitation of foam in these areas. For instance, this particular vegetation by itself looks exactly like this, but we can take this gradient, this mask I showed, and use it to add color, blending it with the color of this grass, carefully setting its value between 0, 0, and 1. Where it's black, 0, it will be green. Like this. In areas where it is 1, it will be yellow. So the mask here I showed that the black color is positioned at the bottom, right? And the white color is at the top. So at the bottom we have green, and at the top we have a shade of light orange. Basically, we just add this shade, mix it in, and we can do it the same way. There's another way. We select a specific height level, like this one here, and everything above that height is assigned one color while everything below gets another color. And yay. We can combine the first and second techniques and do the following. We can make everything above this height snow-covered. Everything above will already be covered in snow. You can open the other masks and examples that are here yourself and take a look. For example, a mask based on the rotation of our camera. If I look this way, my view is in the opposite direction. If I look that way, it's in the other direction. Or, for example, one that always tracks us, our location. Honestly, I don't even know myself how this works. I asked people there in the Discord group right here. I asked questions, we conducted a variety of experiments. This person assisted me significantly during the work. What I'm saying is, even I'm not such a professional that I understand all these intricacies of mathematics, geometry, trigonometry, and so on. But sometimes you do need mathematical concepts. And I strongly recommend that you ask questions, ask us on Discord service if you need help. In this case, in version 5.0, this method doesn't work, so I won't be able to show you. But on the screens, you can see how it should work. So if you opened a project in version 5.1 or higher, then it should work for you. Everything should work. For example, these particles use the same material, and particles and instances are the same thing. A particle is also an instance. All project files will be available in the description. Download them, use them, study them, and so on. Anyway, we'll go through all of this in the practical part. Right now, I just wanted you to fully understand what masks are, how to use them, why to use them, and so on.